Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto, and here we go. Fed Chair Powell taketh, and Fed Chair Powell taketh away. Notice how I said taketh twice. Yeah. So we got the pause that everybody knew we were going to get. But what happens? Oh, this is a bracelet that my mom gave me. I always play with it when I'm doing stuff. So we got the pause. Everybody knew the pause was coming. Pause is done. But what did they do after that? They did two things that absolutely wrecked the markets. The first thing was, hey, we're still expecting, we're still expecting two more rate increases. What? And they were unsure about giving an answer as to specifically why even bother to have the pause if you're thinking about having two rate increases. As a matter of fact, the second thing that they did was drop a poll of all the voting governors. The poll says that it's 493. Remember that number. 4 are looking for one more rate increase. 9 are expecting 2, and 3 are expecting 3 more rate increases. Wow. When I say it tanked the market, we should all be bathing in the success and rise of stocks, traditional financial vehicles, as well as crypto. No. That statement or those statements tanked everything. And why they are doing it is because they're saying, listen, CPI numbers are not where we need them to be. Core CPI, right? Core CPI is not dropping. They're using core CPI as a true, gauge of inflation, which is correct. But core CPI is not dropping the way it's dropped. So they're saying, hey, we're going to have to raise, which begs the question that they couldn't answer clearly is, so why bother to have a pause then? Just go on and do what you're going to do. So you try to tank everything on purpose? Is that why? Is it because, Powell is kind of in collusion with Gary Gensler? This is a real big stretch. I don't believe it. To tank crypto, because that's what it did. And I'll show you the numbers a little bit later, but yeah, I don't think so. I just think that Powell has a gift. I'll call it a gift to be nice. The gift is that he is really good at, delivering good news, but he never wants to have just good news. So he delivers a silver lining first, and then he comes with the doom and gloom. It just is what it is. So you can literally watch as the Fed does something positive, everything starts to rise a little bit, and then he opens up his mouth, and then boom. That's just it. That's just what happens. I don't understand why they released the poll, though. I'm having a hard time understanding that. I just don't get it. Either way, everything is tanked. And I mean, when I say tanked, I mean tanked hard. So remember how I've been telling you to have dry powder on the side. Continue with your DCA. And a part of your DCA strategy should be to be putting money away, cash, for, as dry powder, for future investment. Now's when you should be using that dry powder, in my humble opinion. I am. Because I don't give financial advice. I tell you what I'm doing, what my thoughts and opinions are against the news of the day, news of the week, news of the times, right? So what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, dry powder, market severely down, Bitcoin is below $25,000. Remember, my number was 25,211. So we're below that. Currently, I think it's at 24,867. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow, that in no way is good. But we'll come back to that. And we'll come back to that in the numbers later. Now, the SEC and FINRA have approved a firm, Prometheus, as a broker-dealer. And I only bring this up because of its significance in the crypto world. one of the things they say is, okay, we do crypto, and one of the co-founders, Aaron Kaplan, says he agrees with what the SEC is doing, with regard to regulating crypto. Listen, this firm doesn't even deal in the top two coins. Why are you opening up your mouth? Why? Oh, because a lot of your staff comes from the NYSE and the SEC. Interesting. So getting that FINRA and SEC broker dealer license is, that doesn't seem like insider stuff going on right there. Maybe not. But I would tell you this, it's poor timing, I'll tell you that. Poor timing. Bad showing, my man. Bad showing. So that's going on out there. There is a wallet called, I think it's pronounced Damus, and it's backed by Jack Dorsey. This wallet has a tipping feature similar to what Twitter has, where you can send small, minuscule amounts of Bitcoin to your favorite creators. I'm not on there, but now I'm thinking about it, because it would be nice, right? But because of the tipping feature, they're thinking about kicking the application out of the App Store. And Zeus was denied for that same reason. Elon Musk is saying, hey, you should not kick out Damus. And why is that? Because Twitter has the same feature, and that would put them up for being, kicked out as well. So I'm paying attention to that. I try to pay attention to anything that involves a new wallet. Which extra tidbit here? I think Shiba Inu, I think that army is going to come out with a physical product. It's being teased and all that, and I think it's going to be a physical wallet. Watch out for that. I think that would be cool. I think that would be mad cool. Yes, I would want one. I'm a big kid. I would want one. So if you're listening out there and you do drop a Shiba Inu wallet, please send me one. I would love to have it on the show. I'd love to actually talk about it. No, I'm not going to shill it. I'm just a fan. I mean, I'm not even a fan. You could say that I'm a part of the Shiba Inu army. I do love Shiba Inu, period. No, I'm not shilling for the coin or anything like that. I just like what they're doing. The whole story has been amazing. But we can cover that in a whole different show. Now, U.S. credit unions are backing an anti-CBDC bill. And they give a really good reason why. And the really good reason why is because the government has not been engaging banks, credit unions, and other stakeholders. Congress, they have not really been engaged in that CBDC conversation. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, that's interesting. So you have Florida, not that Florida really counts, saying that they're anti-CBDC. I don't even know how they would actually make that work, right? Now you have credit unions that are saying they're against CBDCs. I'm really wondering how that's all going to play out, because it sounds like the government is operating in a way that they're just going to take a CBDC, create it, and shove it down our throats. Just saying. This is on the back of India saying they're experimenting with a CBDC, a digital rupee, and it's been going so well that we want to expand that experimentation, and we want to introduce it to 1 million users by the end of June. What? Yes, by the end of June. And they want to expand to feature more cities. Very interesting. This next story is more interesting. Hong Kong is facing big backlash and challenges over getting banks to work with them in the cryptocurrency space. And that's because the banks are thinking they can still be prosecuted, because although you're pressuring them to service the customers, you're not actually, the government isn't actually, backing that. So that's going to be something. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. And it's painful. I know it's painful, and I get it. You're not going to be pleased at me when I show you this. So take a deep breath, and here we go. Yeah, it's red. Bright red. Brighter than bright red. You've got Ethereum down at 1633. That's, my number for Ethereum is 1800 and above. It's way down. BNB is down 6%. XRP is down to 47 cents. That's huge. There's a lot of positivity around XRP. There's no reason why XRP should be this low. Just saying. Bitcoin is down below 25,000. Let me go to my bands and show you what that really looks like. Here you are. If you pay attention to the green bands right here, we were moving laterally within that green band space, which is 26,475 to 31,580. We dropped below that band a while ago, like right about there. That's where my crosshairs are. That's where we started dropping below that band for a sustained amount of time. This is where it starts, and here's where we are now. And then we broke through that floor that I was talking about yesterday of 25 to 11. Bitcoin breaking through that floor. My next band is all the way down at 20,160. So yeah, we're not looking forward to that. However, like I said, my dry powder is in the market. Not all of it at once. Same kind of DCA strategy. I take that pot of money called dry powder that I have, and I say, okay, I'm going to use that to set up a secondary DCA. So here's my primary, and then here's my dry powder version. Because it's going to take a lot for us to dig out of this, and it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute, right? Because if this was basketball, Jay Powell is a bracket buster. He absolutely wrecked everybody's brackets. You came out with the pause, and then all of a sudden, no, we're expecting two more. Oh, that's my dog. What you doing, Stitch? So, breaking those brackets, it painful, but it's an opportunity, because I would have expected that the markets would have tanked even more. I think over the next few days, I'm expecting a sell-off tomorrow, right? You'd sell on Fridays. But I'm expecting next week, I'm expecting over the next few days, everything will kind of even out and gently start to move back up. That's really what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking that you're getting a lot of overselling, a lot of push to bonds. That's where, your liquidity is going right now. So that's what I'm paying attention to. Anyway, it's everything right now is just amazing. You've got, total TVL, total value lock dropping to 52 billion, about 52.4, which is almost half. The fear and greed index, took a major hit down to 41. Yeah, we're not looking pretty at the moment. We was at 46, now we're at 41. It's not looking pretty. But I still think right now is dry powder time, because we've taken serious hits as of late, right? You've got the SEC action against Coinbase, ongoing court case against Ripple, and then also against Binance.us, where they're negotiating, kind of midway, space where, okay, we're not going to freeze your assets, but you're going to have to give us something or whatever. And the courts are like, yeah, you got to figure it out, because putting in a restraining order, seizing their assets or anything else like that, yeah, not it's absolutely unnecessary. So the SEC is getting a little bit of what they want, but not everything. So we'll see how that pans out. But I think once that dust starts to settle and everybody just starts to take in that, hey, that those things are going to happen, right? The same way Ripple's happening right now, those things are going to play out. You're going to take off from there. Pay attention to John Deaton, though. The guy's a really good attorney. Pay attention to him, because he's got a lot of stuff up his sleeve, and I think the SEC is still in for a major loss. No matter what kind of flailing they do, what kind of mudslinging they do, I think the SEC is about to take it on the chin. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope what I do is helpful to you. I hope it spurs you to do your own research. You should always do your own research and have some fun with it. All right? Have a good one. Bye-bye.